Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive on naturally lowering cholesterol, which honestly, even I was surprised by some of this stuff. We're mainly getting this info from this YouTube video I saw. And
Oh, yeah, I think I saw that one too.
yeah, it's all about using food as medicine, which I love. So, let's jump in. The first thing, get this, fighting fat with fat.
All right, sounds counterintuitive.
Totally. But it's about good fats and bad fats, right?
Exactly.
So first up, we've got avocados. Avocados are full of these monounsaturated fats, and those actually help fight bad cholesterol.
And avocados are interesting because it's not just the good fats, you've also got the fiber, the potassium.
And they're delicious.
Right. It's a great package.
So like instead of cheese on my sandwich, I could do avocado, and it would actually help my cholesterol.
It's not just about swapping one for one.
Right, right.
It's about thinking, how can I use this ingredient in a way that, makes my meals healthier, but also taste amazing?
Okay, yeah, give me some ideas. So think about it. Instead of a chicken salad with mayo, you could do like an avocado chicken salad. Or, instead of sour cream on tacos, use mashed avocado.
Okay, now those are some good ideas. See, this is what I love. It's not just eat healthy. It's like, here's how to make it fun. All right. Next up on our fighting fat with fat train, we've got nuts. Specifically almonds and walnuts. And this is great for me because I love to snack.
Well, good news. Almonds and walnuts have those omega-3s.
Right, the superhero fats.
Exactly.
But how much are we talking? Like a handful, whole bag?
You don't need a whole bag. Even a small handful, like an ounce, can make a difference.
So just a little bit every day can help.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, last stop on this train, and I'll admit I'm not super familiar with this one, flax seeds. What's the deal with those?
Okay, so flax seeds. They've got a kind of omega-3 called ALA, and our bodies turn that into the good stuff, EPA and DHA, the kind you get from fish.
Oh, wow.
And bonus.
Oh.
They're full of fiber, both kinds too.
Wait, soluble and insoluble? What's the difference?
Oh, good question. Soluble fibers, imagine a sponge.
Okay.
It absorbs water in your gut, makes a gel, slows digestion, and can actually help remove cholesterol.
Wow.
And then insoluble fiber, that's more like a broom, keeps everything moving along, if you know what I mean.
Okay, got it. So flax seeds have both, but the video mentions something about grinding them.
Yeah, so the outer shell, our bodies can't really break that down.
So if I just beans, we're talking lentils, chickpeas, all kinds.
Oh, beans are so underrated. So good for you.
Right. Cheap. You can do anything with them and full of that fiber. So it's that soluble fiber again that helps with the cholesterol, right?
Exactly. Like you said, that sponge action, binding to the cholesterol, and out it goes.
So lentil soup, hummus, even just a bean salad, all good for the ticker.
Absolutely. Though one thing with beans,
Yeah.
start slow. If you're not used to them, I mean.
Right. Too much of a good thing can be a little rough.
Exactly. Ease your way in, your body will adjust.
Good advice. Speaking of tasty and good for you, let's talk berries.
Berries are the best. Nature's candy, but packed with those antioxidants.
I always hear antioxidants, but what are they actually doing for my heart?
Okay, so imagine little Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, okay.
And they're gobbling up these bad guys called free radicals.
Free radicals. Sounds intense.
They are. They mess up your cells, cause inflammation, and that's no good for your heart. Antioxidants stop them.
So the brighter the berry, the more antioxidant power.
Pretty much. Especially those anthocyanins, the pigments that make them so colorful. Those are linked to good heart health.
So blueberries on my cereal, strawberries in my yogurt, raspberry smoothie, all good calls.
All good calls. It's about finding what you like, making it a habit. Speaking of which, our next one is all about flavor.
Garlic.
Garlic. Okay, I know people have said it's good for you forever, but is there proof, or is it just like an old wives' tale?
Garlic has been used medicinally for ages, and now science is catching up. It's got this thing called allicin.
Allicin, that's what makes it smell so garlicky, right?
Yep. And that allicin is what seems to be doing a lot of the good stuff. Lowering blood pressure, bad cholesterol, even fighting inflammation.
So putting it in my stir fries, roasting veggies with it, it's not just for taste, it's medicinal.
Okay, now for our last two, I'm calling this section Beyond Cholesterol. Plant power.
I like it. It's bigger than just cholesterol, after all.
Right. First up, a classic. Spinach. I love this stuff.
Spinach is a powerhouse, not just for the iron. You've got lutein, folate, potassium, all good for the heart.
The video mentioned lutein being like bodyguard for blood vessels.
Perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
Lutein, it's a carotenoid, one of those pigments, and research shows it might help stop plaque buildup in your arteries.
So it's like keeping those arteries clear, flowing smoothly.
Exactly.
Okay, last but not least, and this one might surprise some people, dark chocolate.
Okay, before everyone runs out for a sugar rush, we're
Mhm.
talking dark chocolate, high cocoa content, like 70% or more.
Right, it's those flavonoids that are the good guys. Yeah.
Yes. Flavonoids, they're antioxidants, and cocoa beans are full of them.
So what are those flavonoids doing in our bodies heart-wise?
Studies show they can help lower blood pressure, get that blood flowing better, and even lower the bad cholesterol.
So a little dark chocolate every day could be good for me. Now that's some advice I can get behind.
Moderation, of course, but yes, a little bit, as part of a balanced diet, can be heart healthy.
This has been so informative. We've gone over so much. The good fats, the fiber, the antioxidants, plant power. It's really amazing how many tasty things are out there that can like fight high cholesterol naturally.
It really is, and honestly, we've only scratched the surface here.
Ooh, I always like hearing that. So to recap what we've got for beating bad cholesterol. Avocados, oats, beans, almonds, and walnuts. Then there's spinach, flax seeds, those colorful berries, garlic, and a little dark chocolate, too.
That's a pretty tasty way to a healthier heart.
It really is. It's not about cutting out everything you enjoy, but making smart swaps that make you feel good.
Exactly. It's about finding what works for you long term, not some crash diet.
You know, we've been focusing on lowering that bad LDL cholesterol, but what about like the bigger picture? What else can we do for our heart health?
That's a great point. LDL is just one piece of the puzzle. We need to look at the whole picture.
So besides the superfoods, what else can we do?
Well, think about fats in general. We talked about monounsaturated fats being good, avocados, nuts, those
Excellent.
excellent. But we also need to watch out for saturated and trans fats.
Yeah, I've heard those are the bad guys, especially for raising that bad cholesterol.
Right, saturated fats, too much is no good. But trans fats are even worse. They raise the bad and lower the good cholesterol, HDL.
Oh, wow. Double whammy.
Exactly. So it's being aware of what's in our food, making good choices.
So not just what we eat, but how it's cooked too, right?
Exactly.
Mm.
Baking, grilling, steaming, way better than deep frying everything.
Makes sense. Like a baked potato versus French fries, same ingredient, totally different.
Exactly. It's about making those swaps where you can.
What about like salt and sugar? Those are bad in general, but are they heart health related too?
They are. Too much salt can lead to high blood pressure,
Yeah.
and that's a big risk for heart problems. Sugar, it's not directly about cholesterol, but it can cause weight gain, inflammation, and those impact your heart indirectly.
So being aware of those hidden sugars and salt in processed foods is key.
Absolutely. Cooking at home more often really helps with that. You control what goes in.
I love that. Taking control, one delicious meal at a time.
Exactly. And speaking of taking control, don't forget about physical activity.
Right. Exercise isn't just about looking good, it's good for your heart too. But how does that work exactly?
Well, when you're active, it actually raises that good HDL cholesterol. Plus, it makes your heart stronger, improves blood flow, lowers blood pressure. It's a workout for your heart.
So like my heart's getting buff while I'm working out. I like that.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be crazy intense either. Brisk walking, dancing, just 30 minutes most days helps a lot.
And we can't forget stress management. That constant stress is no good, and I'm guessing it's hard on the heart too.
It really is. When you're stressed, your body's pumping out hormones like crazy. Cortisol, adrenaline. Those make your blood pressure and heart rate go up. And if it's constant, that's tough on your heart long term.
So meditation, yoga, anything to chill out just as important as the food and exercise.
100%.
Right.
It's all connected. How we move, what we eat, how we think, it all impacts our heart health.
This has been so helpful. We've covered a ton today, from the specific foods to the bigger picture of how to live a heart-healthy life.
It's been a pleasure diving into this with you. And remember, we have a lot more control over our health than we think.
I love that. Making good choices, creating healthy habits, it all adds up to a longer, happier life.
Exactly. Every journey starts with a single step, or in our case, maybe a bite.
I love that. Well, that about wraps up our deep dive on naturally lowering cholesterol and keeping our hearts happy.
Until next time, stay curious.
And keep those hearts healthy.